This is awkward.
Hi.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
We're recording, by the way.
Sorry, no, it's not
That's
again.
fine.
There's always one.
This is a little bit awkward. We're going to start with saying my bad or our bad. Shouldn't have left you, whoever that song was. But we're back. The boys are back in town.
The boys are definitely
Izzy, West, Sharp. I'm going to mess up the camera angles of this one. And of course, I'm with the boys as well. It's Evs. I want to say sorry for this long break. We're going to unpack it and see why we took so long to get back.
Yeah, it really has.
I want to say thank you to the OG subscribers, so the guys that have been rocking with us from day one. And to the new subscribers, welcome to our humble abode, or even more so, our new humble abode. New settings, well, not even a season thing no more, but new scenes. Thank you for the TikTok. We hit 10K followers on TikTok. We hit 4K subscribers on YouTube because of all of you guys. So the YouTube viewership, the Spotify listenership, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. More importantly, as important, thank you for the guys that hit the GoFundMe page for Ilmi. This is the studio that we use. Our brother Ilmi, who's in the back somewhere looking hella soul in his wife beater. Looking crazy right now. But thank you for everyone that funded. Yeah, but thank you for everyone that shared it, that posted it and put money into it and helped us, because it helped our good brother get back on his feet. And it also helped us get back into recording, which we really like doing. So thank you for that. But apart from that, Mandem.
That was a good intro, though. I can't even lie. That was a good intro.
Mandem.
Talk to me, Evs. What's going on?
What we doing?
I can't lie, this feels so bad right now.
It's weird, isn't it?
bro.
I can't lie.
Firstly, we're back in the new studio, but now the seating arrangements changed. I don't like having
More
niggas
space.
next to me.
Get me with it.
I listen to what he's just said.
What did
I
he
didn't
say?
say nothing.
Say that again.
We'll edit it out. I don't like having niggas next to me. No, I'm joking with you, my family.
Oh, yeah, he used to be on the solo team.
I'm on a solo thing, bro. And I felt the
Yeah,
energy.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Sharp needs energy around him, and he
Yeah,
said that
absolutely,
before.
yeah.
I don't need
Can we
energy.
get the chair for him, please?
The chair's there, you know.
Get the baby
Which one?
chair.
So you can't see it on camera, but the chair's behind. What's he gonna say?
He threw a sly one already. Man said, get the
like,
baby chair.
He said, get the
That's
baby
one
chair.
one. No, I'll be that.
Try and give me one. So
I'll put that one.
Are you hitting back?
One.
Man said, get the baby chair.
But boys, what we doing, man? Wallahi, this is it felt like it's a long time, but it feels like we never left him. Like just walking in, the vibes.
I think we owe them an explanation, though.
I think
Where have we been?
I think we do, and also the people that have been DMing us saying. I think someone DM'd on Sharp's birthday. And we shouted out saying, "Forget your birthday. Where's the episode?"
Sorry, thanks.
They kept it real, though. They kept it real.
Like,
Gotta be honest.
They could have said happy birthday at the end, you know?
like where we at? How? So okay, firstly, so we obviously took a break, as most people know, or if you don't know. Before everything goes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Pause. No.
Yeah,
We're back to business.
100%.
Stop right now. Click that button and the little bell for the notifications, because we're outside again. We're here. We're outside,
Out
bro.
here.
Do you get it? So make sure you do that. Help us, dig us out of this algorithm, please, bro. We're trying to feed our daughters and our sons, man. Help us, bro. Please, bro. But no, listen, obviously, so what I was saying, we had a break, obviously, unfortunate situation with Ilmi's studio beforehand with Escape, and where, you know, I won't swear, but, you know, someone done something unjustly and ungodly.
Yeah.
And we had to wait for a little minute. But obviously, we said we're going to be back.
What did we say? What date?
We said July.
Wallahi, was it July?
We said July, first week of August.
I told you, man.
I trust him,
Don't
so
say July, but
We said
the only
it.
thing I remember is him saying, don't put July.
What
I
do you mean remember?
him
What do you
saying-
remember? It's
As
posted.
usual.
It's on
No,
social.
but he was saying, let's not put July. He's saying, oh, we don't know how long it's going to be.
Okay,
Let's just
I was
wait a
saying
bit.
put July. You know why? I thought there's no way these men are going to go Canada, which we'll get into as well. We'll go Canada and try to come back and say, I need a couple more weeks off. Your annual leave
But
is
it's
over.
also
Go on.
sort of a collaboration of the two, and obviously the incident that happened with the studio. So obviously we're waiting, and then us sort of.
I don't need
coming back from
I don't need
holiday.
political correctness, but I'm a
very
vibe.
media trained.
Yeah, wallahi,
And
that's
then-
why I laughed, bro. It surprised me.
That was
You guys
media
always
trained.
laugh when I say
Great
something.
answer, bro.
No, I'm
Always laugh when I say something.
with
You
you
know what?
on
I'm
this.
gonna
It's a great
stay
answer.
quiet.
No, I lied, bro.
concur.
It's a great
I'm
answer.
enjoying my pretty face. This man keep talking, innit?
No, but for all, what you were saying?
I'm not on it. I'm not on it.
Okay, listen. All right, let's work backwards. We'll talk about obviously the reason we was off in the beginning.
Yeah.
Where the hell were we for August? What was going on in August?
I was outside.
Sharp turned 39.
I'm not 39.
No, do you know what it was? I think
No,
where,
wallahi, I nearly just let that slide. I'm not 39.
where we took like
Big man, but I'm not
such
30.
such a break,
Welcome, man.
I think we got used to not
Yeah.
messed us
having a
up, yeah,
schedule and not
honestly,
like,
did.
and obviously was waiting for the brother to sort himself out, and then alhamdulillah he's done that now. So
Yeah.
So I think it was a bit of a what West said. West
Just
said.
the-
It's a bit
This was
of a-
definitely, okay, jokes aside, this was probably the most this was the best time to start anyhow. I think we messed up by saying July, but obviously our intentions were always to come back at the end of July,
Yeah.
regardless. But then with the extension of the studio needing to be sorted out, moving from old studio to new studio, yes, we're throwing you in Ilmi for this one. It's Ilmi's fault. But we but we also had to get our scheduling right. I was in a position where, if I'm being personal, like that break done me because I really enjoyed just not having to come down to London.
Yeah, no, of course.
I'm definitely gonna do a vlog of like my journey when I come to podding. It's not as simple as pulling out the yard and just walking in. It's a longer process for man. It's long. Shout out to my wife for supporting man on
Should
that
we
one.
set up a GoFundMe page for your camera? Yeah, we're gonna
No, I
set
got
one up.
the GoPros.
Put the-
I got the GoPros.
You got a GoPro?
Oh, yeah, I got the Canon and the GoPros, man. So I'm gonna
it's
do
ready,
that soon.
ready.
You can see my
Ready.
you can see my days soon. I'll speak in English. I enjoyed it. So I wasn't mad at the break. I'm sorry for saying that, but I wasn't. I really enjoyed. I'm gonna do a West Side here, just being with my son. No one can argue with that one.
Oh, wallahi, they can't. That's a great answer.
West Side taught me.
Me and
West Side did.
Izzy don't have a leg to stand on.
West Side
I
did.
just enjoyed the break, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. As much as I missed you lot, yeah. Well, it was just nice to not have that, like that extra commitment.
Yeah.
That's
Because
what
it's
it was.
a
It
lot.
was
We're
just
not
nice to-
we're not spring.
But it made me miss it more as well. Like it
No,
made me.
facts.
Remember how many times we linked up? We said, "Bro, I
we
actually
doing
miss
this?
doing
When
it.
we come
Yeah, I
back?"
actually
Yeah,
miss
yeah.
doing it."
Yeah.
Like so, it was it took for us to step out of it
Yeah.
to realize, oh, you know what? I actually really do enjoy it.
But it's
Yeah.
also the messages that we were getting.
And that's what it
Messages
was.
were beautiful.
Wallahi, yeah, that's what it was.
Wallahi, that
First and
pushed
Where
foremost.
you
a
get
lot.
what's
Can I say
going
one
on with
thing?
it.
Anyone that's ever approached me in public just to show love to the podcast, I'm so sorry if I sound awkward when you interact with me. I'm not good publicly. So like, bro, like, people pull up to man.
I just get shy.
Bro, I'm awkward,
The
bro.
amount
shy.
of times it's happened to man.
I'm awkward.
Wallah, I just say, thank you.
I don't know what to say, bro.
Bro, my voice goes high pitch, yeah. I
I'm
just say,
so
yeah,
sorry.
love, thank you,
I'm
bro,
so-
thank
I'm
you.
so
I
sorry.
can't even make eye contact. I'm like, oh yeah, wallah, thank you. And I
Yeah,
start
like, I
shuffling.
start
I'm like,
waffling,
yeah, thanks.
bro.
Bro, I'm so sorry, bro. Like, I can't. Like, it's hard for me. I want it because I love it so much. I'm almost
No, but wallah, yeah, it's
overruled with
heartwarming.
emotion.
No, wallah,
it's
the
hard.
other day there was a girl on the train. I was on the train. I was going to work, and then like it was a packed train. She said, hey, I love your podcast." Bro, I was done. Packed. It was a packed train. Everyone looked this way. Wallah, I stood in the train. I was like, "Oh yeah, thanks, thank you." And wallah, I did look at her again after. I
it's
said,
hard.
"Shit."
We love it. Don't get, before anything else, we,
No, it's amazing. I just
No,
get
it's-
shy. I just get
Yeah,
so
yeah,
shy.
I
hard,
don't get
man.
recognised. I think the only
He
time-
never does.
I never get recognised. Every
Never.
time someone's come up to me,
They look at me.
I'm with him. That's the only time.
Then they look at me. They clock my face.
Wait, I would've thought you-
Then they clock him.
he definitely gets recognized.
Yeah, because he's the only.
Don't finish that sentence now.
the other one out.
Only what?
don't
Sharp.
leave it- don't leave
And
it
he's leaving me
banging.
hanging as well.
Don't leave
Oh, well, I'm so sorry. I'll never.
That's all right. Now we know, innit?
Nah, sorry,
Beyonce's
bro.
back.
I am not Beyonce, bro.
I don't know how to do it. It's hard for me to because I'm so gassed that someone likes what we're doing. It's our body
Nah,
of work.
it's humbling, wallahi.
But I don't know
It's the
what to
best
say
word.
because we're not celebrities, so I don't know how to say something because I want it to sound genuine. So I want to I'd rather have that conversation about it. Like, yeah, this is what we do. I want to tell them everything because I'm like, they're not fans. They're not. I don't see them as a fan. I see them as like part of this. Our
Yeah,
gang,
yeah.
bro.
Investing in
They're
the
us. Do
journey.
you know what I'm trying to say? Like they're with us, but they're behind the scenes and that. So if you see me and I'm like, he's a little bit strange. I do apologize. I am a little bit strange. But they probably think that. They probably think that.
Nice.
Bro. So I apologize. But all right, cool. So we kind of got that out of the way, right? How was your holiday? Like, what were you lot up to?
I went Canada.
We all went Canada, bro. You said
Oh
it
yeah,
like-
sorry.
No, you guys went Canada.
It's not like we went there together.
How was it?
It was nice. I went America first, and then I went to Toronto, and then I linked up. Everyone
loved
in
America.
Yeah, America.
Okay, how many times have you been in America? Just to, you know how many
A few
times?
times, yeah.
Few.
Got a
Okay,
number on it.
we'll say few.
I don't know. It's a few times, bro.
That's how
We'll
many
say-
times.
We'll put the number on the top of the screen.
I don't know how much it is, but it's been a few times. It's nice though. I like it. The food is good out there.
That's all right. I don't really like city holidays. Well, food's not good.
Hey, he flipped it. Finally, he got you back. What are you saying?
The man said, I travelled all the way to America. The kind of food is good. Oh my god.
That's mental. He went for other reasons.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you know. Oh my god.
mama.
You touched time.
That was tight. That was
They got
touch
amazing
tight.
sightseeing.
No, I like the food is really good, bro.
Do you mind link up? Because you two were okay. So you two went Hilltop.
Yeah, so I
Together.
landed. I came
Player
to
and
Toronto,
manager,
yeah,
yeah.
after, and then I linked up with me West there, Toronto. But then we linked Izzy in Toronto.
So you guys saw each other.
Yes, I want.
Yeah, but he was moving a bit bougie. He didn't want to link us.
I felt like that, you know.
Yeah, he
I'm
was.
asking because you know the stories. I'm
No,
like,
he
when
was.
is he gonna pop
Yeah, he
up?
didn't link me.
And you weren't ever there.
I had to force the link up.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. From the moment, it was me and two of my boys, innit? The moment we landed, the tournament was still going on.
Yeah.
And we were planning to go watch a game, but then all three of us, it's our first time there. So we thought,
You three or your brethren?
no, me and my two
Okay,
guys,
yeah.
isn't it? So it's our first time to Canada. So we just thought, we'll butt them later.
Was the food nice?
The food. I don't know, bro. I wasn't eating, bro. I was active. I was out.
Nice.
I was, bro. I had.
And there's something going on here that I don't know about, bro.
I don't know about the food, boy. I was,
Struggle, I'm not involved.
I was living off Tim Hortons, bro. French vanilla.
Well, like you're a freak, bro. I genuinely meant food, but God.
But yeah, no. So we were just we hit the ground running, bro.
Nah,
We hit the ground running. We're doing so much. So the time we linked up was literally, I think, his last night. I remember you left the.
I went back to America, yeah.
so
'Cause I was flying out.
It was his last night, so we said, yeah, let's just buck up now, innit? West, I only saw you that one time as
Yeah,
well,
we-
but you were
we-
still there.
Nah, was I still there?
He left and you were still there, bro.
Yeah.
Was
he
I?
left. No, you left.
You
first,
left,
innit?
then
Yeah,
he
I
was
left
still there.
after. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember.
But I didn't see you after that.
Yeah, I was enjoying the food. Food was that. Bare desserts.
Yeah?
Bare desserts. Timmy's.
Hey.
Bare donuts.
That's not your first time, is it?
It's my first
Nah, it
time.
was his
yeah.
first
In Canada? In Canada?
Yeah. So,
No, is it your first time?
No, it's my second time.
no.
Second.
This guy's
What,
been
this
going-
year?
No, well, I
That
joke,
goes
not this
pretty
year.
much, I think,
But I've been,
every year.
yeah,
I
I got
think
a
you've
lot.
been there every year since 03.
Yeah.
No, well, I haven't,
not
bro.
so-
That is so
What's it,
rude.
wallahi?
Wallah, I haven't, bro.
Not every.
I went playing ball like that in 03, so don't do that. I was a youth in 03.
22 at 03, what are you talking
I was not 22 at 03, bro. But let's-
03, I was
we'll-
banged
let's
up
not do-
abroad.
Yeah, you do, you.
Bro,
I'm locked up.
I'll give you a lot of funny story, yeah, because you're talking about the food over there, innit? I was there, yeah, so I was outside. It was outside one, some dead little shawarma place. Then these random people, obviously, you know when you're talking, they just
Yeah.
They come over. So chatting to one girl, chatting to her, da-da-da. Then another girl come, and she was arguing with me, saying that Toronto is bigger than London.
Yeah.
And I was saying to her, no, it definitely isn't, like, in any way you look at it, like, whether it's area, population, whatever. So anyway, she's like, she was waved, innit? So she was like just being silly, yeah. But she was like, it is. And I was proving it to her, and then so she was like, oh, Google it. So we checked it, and it was bigger. Then she was like, no, I don't mean Toronto, I mean Ontario. What's it? The actual
Ontario,
state?
yeah.
Ontario.
Then we checked that. London was still bigger.
Okay.
Then anyway, she goes, all you lot have is tea and biscuits. And you know that bait joke that you hear, yeah? And obviously, I actually like tea and biscuits, so I'm not even offended, yeah? But then I go to her, all you lot have is, you know that food, poutine, or whatever, like the French thing?
What's that?
How
The
do you pronounce
fries.
it?
The fries. with
Poutine.
the-
Fries,
Poutine? I don't know.
cheese,
cheese and gravy. It's
Yeah,
mixed in a
yeah.
box. But I think it's like, it's French, isn't it?
It's a
So I think they
I've
plan.
never heard of this.
Yeah, I
I
think
think it's poutine.
Yeah, I think it's poutine. So I said to her,
Well, Madame
all
Bouzet.
I said to her, all you lot have
That's
is
Madame
Putin.
Bouzan.
Poutine like Putin.
I said to her, all you lot have here is Putin. She goes, man, fuck Putin.
The Russian guy.
I said, no, not Putin. Putin. I said the exact same thing twice.
Not Putin, but Putin.
I said, no, not Putin. Putin. She goes, fuck Putin. I said, no, Putin. And her brethren clock, she started busting up. She goes, he means Putin. I said, yeah, that one.
That one, yeah.
Bro, it almost went left.
It went left.
Hey, Putin. But it's dead though.
I've not tried it.
I had it.
In all the years I've been there, I've not tried
Bro,
it.
it's literally chips, gravy, and cheese in a box,
It
just
don't
mixed
look
up.
appealing. I can't.
Nah.
You know,
it's not.
not to go off topic, but you know, what's similar to what you're saying, not in terms of the story, but you know what's mad? No other country sees London as like, niggas are gangsters out here, bro. Like they believe we're nerds, like we're like proper nerds. Have you
I think that's more so in North America. They have that vibe of us.
in America?
Hey.
North America, so Canada, America.
They can't believe that shit goes down here.
I think now they can.
Now they
can.
They're in used, like they
They
listen
get
to
used
the
to
trade,
it.
innit?
There's more to it now because
They're
there's drill
watching,
music and
like,
that.
yeah, they're
But
watching
I
It's the
think
exposure, innit? The
Yeah,
exposure
more
weren't there
exposure,
before.
but I think they still have
The
a general
exposure was
because I watch
always
I watch like reaction
on
videos
American,
sometimes,
North American,
and I'm like,
stuff
yo,
like that.
they're like, yo, these niggas spazzing like that, bro.
Do
These
you know,
niggas going hard.
to them, we sound like eloquent the way we
Yeah,
to
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Obviously, to
Yeah,
us,
yeah,
we
yeah.
thinking that don't
It's
sound-
standard for us, yeah,
but
yeah.
To them, they think, rah, how can someone be like road, but you sound like that? That's
Yeah,
how
like
they
you work for the
think.
queen or something, innit?
Yeah, that's how they think. But obviously, when they get here,
It's different.
It's mad how much love they show you as soon as they hear your accent, though. It's actually crazy.
Nice.
People just go
Yeah, yeah.
like in the States, people go crazy. Like obviously, it depends on what sort of state you go to. I don't know. I've not really been to like.
What states were you at? Which state
I was
were you
at DC, so if I'm assuming, obviously, if you go to like the bait states that people, everyone from England sort of goes to, I don't know if the accent still has that effect, like
What's
the
the states?
Miamis and the
Oh,
LAs
okay,
and
like
things
LA,
like that. I get that. But when I went to DC, bro, people were just going crazy for the accent. So I'll be getting like free extra stuff with my meal. So every time I order a meal, I'll be getting free meals, free
Did you
drinks.
put it on?
Oh, bro, I sound like Danny Dyer, bro.
I remember
Like Danny Dyer on about there. I just,
I was next to him. I think he was
Did it
ordering
fast one
something.
time?
yeah, hiya, can I get that? You know,
I done that. I looks like, who am I standing next to, bro?
and they look at me like, oh my god, your accent. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm from England, you know. And then they blah 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 blah. And
loving
then
it.
I just get bare free stuff. Or like, I always just thought I'd put it on. But it's mad how welcoming they are. But when we get people from abroad here, people in London don't give two shits.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah, cool.
Someone else.
And we just fuck off. Everyone just says y'all are so rude. That's all they say. Y'all are so rude in London.
And we are, no, we're very.
But it's the truth though. We
But
are.
we're like more like, but that's like New York, though, isn't it? New York known to be an
Yeah, I
aggressive
think they're
state
the
as
two
well. We're like,
closest
We're not welcoming.
like, in
That's
the
what it
world.
is.
I don't really like New York. I've been there a couple of times. Fuck
but I feel like New York, for what they say.
I'm a West Coast man.
Allah, I hate it.
I need to go there.
I'm a West Coast man.
What's our version of West Coast in England?
I don't think we got it, bro.
Like, if you had to pick something, there isn't anything like it, clearly because of the weather. Would it be like Brighton and Southampton? Would that be like our,
no way.
that's the coast, no, South Coast?
Yeah, no.
That's where the
forget
beach
coast,
is.
but just I'm talking about the vibe there.
Okay, let's say here we had the weather America had.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's always sunny at the right times, and it only rains at certain times.
Yeah, then maybe up
where
north.
would be the
Maybe up
LA or
north.
the Miami in England? Because London will always be New York.
I don't know.
They say up north, like people are more friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they are. Yeah.
Manchester.
Bro,
they are.
from experience,
You're in Sheffield, so you would know.
brother, they are
Sheffield
decent human beings in Sheffield and up north in general. They ask you how you're doing. They have conversations with you, and they're just polite, respectful people, bro. Like, everything's just a vibe out there.
Yeah, London people
But-
don't do that.
Like, London people say you fuck off.
Yeah, they just head down and go. Everyone's on just go mode.
No, that's all right. Well, that was nice.
Sorry,
where you
sorry
are-
guys, we went
I
on
don't even
for
know
a
if they
little
got
bit.
anything out of that. Like,
Well,
where
I
we've
I don't
been.
think you did.
Some of them are gonna fast forward that section, thinking fucking hell,
just-
man.
Okay, so long story short, the man went on holiday. We also had the studio thing happen, and we had to find the right time to schedule it with all four of us, because I'm the issue most of the time to get here. We finally found a week that worked.
Here we are.
I cancelled my weekend because I had a weekend planned.
Oh, we appreciate you,
Come
bro.
down. It's fine.
I'm laughing because he's giving them a recap.
A recap. Because we were waffling.
We were waffling,
Oh, like we went
yeah,
off
we were
for a bit.
waffling. And that's where we are today. So,
That's the story.
our
Sorry,
bad.
Maury.
But we're back.
Our bad. So we apologize.
Yeah.
I was going to get into, they finally got him.
Who?
They finally got him.
Who else?
I just clocked now. Like,
It's only one
just
man.
clocked.
There's only one man they
one
have been
man
dying
that
to
shut
get.
down his
And
whole
they have
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
The man, Mr.
The top G.
Andrew Tate, the top G.
that's what he calls himself, isn't it?
He calls himself the top.
Bro, the,
top G.
the lad from Luton has finally been stopped.
Is he from Luton?
He's from
G.
Luton.
Originally,
Luton, bro.
he grew up
Originally.
there, so
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was born in America.
So he's not American.
Nah,
He's half and half. So his mum's British, his dad's American.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
and
then
then
I thought he was American.
Bro, have you clocked his accent? It's a bit weird. It's like a hybrid.
It is, but I just thought he was American. I don't know.
was
I just
raised
thought.
in
It's,
Yeah, no. So he came to Luton like in his teens, I think.
What did you man think about my man, just in general?
to be fair, I'm surprised he lasted this long.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm
with you,
shocked he
I thought
lasted
it was
this long.
entertaining though.
very entertaining.
No, it is, but I just feel like I'm shocked it lasted this long. I thought we would have got shut down time ago, but they let it drag
No,
on.
but if you really deep it,
Why did they let him
if
down?
he's any worse than let's say a Tommy Robinson, then what he's preaching and his thing don't get shut down. Like is his thing any worse? As much as I'd say.
Where did he
about-
get shut down for saying what though?
But he was just
So he had issues. So he had
misogynist,
issues. So he was misogynistic. But the other issues as well, on top of that, was he was very, very
his views on rape
heavily
was
involved
mad, though.
in sexual. They were saying alleged
Yeah,
rape.
He said something about rape. His,
No,
Supports rape.
He's got a case for rape.
His thing was. Oh, does
He's
he?
under investigation for like sex trafficking.
Yeah, but is that true? Or is that just what people say?
Bear in mind, with Andrew
I
Tate,
ain't done
what
zero
I'm going to say now is not
research.
fact,
Don't
is
care
what
that.
we've
I
seen.
really don't care that.
But they're saying he's been caught on cases for sex trafficking. He's even said most of his businesses are with like he manages OnlyFans girls and.
Yeah, but that's he said that he
what's
used to do a
your source?
webcam business.
Huh?
What's your
He said
source?
that. He said
No, he's done a
He's got,
webcam.
he's got
business.
webcam service for where he goes 50-50 split with the girls allegedly, where he has
Yeah,
girls on
but
webcam.
even if he
stuff like
doesn't, that's a business, bro.
If
Like,
he's making money off that,
Yeah,
then
like, that's whatever, innit?
that.
to each his own.
you
That's-
can't be
Depends
vexed
on
on
the
No, but that's
age
a
of the
start.
girl.
So let's get into it.
Depends
Yeah?
on the age of the girl.
No, of course, but if it's a
Of
legal
course, if
bus-
they're over
like,
the
it's a
age of
legal
consent
business,
or
innit? They
whatever
have to
the
be-
age is for that.
Well, but let's break him down so
if
we don't
you're paying
get.
tax, it's not
But let's
gonna
break
be
him
a
down a little
good
bit
thing.
more. So obviously he does that, but in terms of of what he was saying, it was very misogynistic, but it was also firing up gender wars to a certain extent and almost verbally oppressing women in terms of what he was saying. And for that reason, it took him off they deplatformed him across all platforms because of that.
Every
And
single
the reason I mention it is not because I'm pro Andrew Tate, because I'm not. It's I support the idea of anyone being able to say whatever they want, because he's not much worse than what a lot of people are doing anyhow when it comes to our kids watching this stuff, broski. So why would he be deplatformed in comparison to a lot
I
of shit I'm
think it's
seeing?
just because he was in the spotlight, it was trending. Every other video you
I
watch.
think they were saying he's the
it
first person to be seen over 1 billion times on TikTok.
Yeah.
But that's
And he
fucking-
doesn't have a
okay.
TikTok account.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't
Okay, but
have a TikTok account.
I want to deep dive this a little bit more. That's fucking scary that they feel like, okay, cool, we don't like what he's saying.
But I still see him on TikTok when I'm scrolling.
Yeah.
Because
But no, but it's a slow process though. You're forgetting this guy was so
people repost.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they got to take it off slowly.
Yeah.
They've taken him off as the main source. The secondary sources are gone. It's like drip by drip. But majority of his content is gone. It's been deplatformed. He's on another platform now.
They phased it out.
But
Yeah,
let's be real.
apparently
Raised that was
I saw on Instagram. Yeah, he had a live show,
100,000
and he had
viewers.
better people viewed in. Yeah, and more than or something
Oh,
like.
and he makes money from something called a Hustlers University.
Nah,
Where
that's
people
been-
pay
That's
money.
been shut down as well.
Has it?
They shut down his business.
Yeah, that's been shut
He had
down.
a whole university.
so they really
to teach man
killed
how to
him,
be
killed
like
him.
in terms of how to deal with women and stuff like that.
How to be
How
the
to
top
what?
G.
How to deal with women.
To be a top
How to be the top
striker.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, basically.
But
Top striker.
top striker. Well, but I don't think it's like I read that and I felt like I don't care what the fuck he says. I don't care what no one says, innit? But I felt like I might not agree with what he says, but it's freedom of speech. So at what point can they control what is
Do you
on
want me
our
to be
platform
really
or not?
honest?
Yeah.
He's not someone I'd ever turn to for advice.
100%.
It's only little teenage boys that aren't getting
I'll
gas.
say 90,
Well, like, that's what it is.
95% of him is just chatting shit, he's waffling. However, that 5%, if you really deep what he's saying it in a way where he's trying to get views. Like,
Yeah.
he's just-
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's clout chasing.
But if you
Some
actually
of what
really
he's
deep on what
saying-
he's saying, bro, a lot of it, there's truth to it. Like, I'm going to be
truth
real.
to it, yeah.
For me personally, when I listen to some of the things, I was like, rah, like he's saying it in a dickhead way, but what he's actually saying, if you're able to digest it, there's truth to it, bro. Like,
But
a
there's
lot
an
of
issue
it-
with that as well,
And there's a lot of it that's dead. Like I said, there's probably 95% of it
100%,
that
I
you
agree.
wouldn't even.
What's crazy about what you're saying is I don't even disagree with the messages of what you're saying might not be incorrect or correct. The problem is do you want your message to come across or do you want the messenger to come across? And what he's doing is he wants the messenger to come across.
100%. He's
Do you get it?
he's
That's
doing
the
it
problem
for he
with it.
blows up.
Yeah,
He doesn't care
and
about.
that's
the-
fine because he
yeah.
said it from the jump. I'm here to fuck up the social. I'm here to change the game, which he did. But a lot of people are now going to use that same platform to kind of be beta like a B
Yeah.
a B list of what he does. But it's
Apparently,
like
there's a Somali version of him. Have you seen?
No.
he's from your state.
Yeah, I know.
He's from your hood.
Yeah, I clocked
Oh,
the other
for
day. My
real?
brother
Yeah, I
told
got
me.
told
I
yesterday
didn't know.
he's
Well, I
there.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of this.
No, but they're calling
he's
him
not-
that.
Has he always
He's
been
not,
around?
I've not.
No,
Wallah,
I've
I've not
watched
listened
it.
to none of his things.
yeah.
Abdi Tate.
Yeah, that's what they call
Abdi
him.
Tate.
Oh, wallah, I was busting joke.
Yeah, have you,
Holistic. Yeah.
Allah was
but he's
battering,
catching,
man.
but he's
Actually,
catching a lot of flack.
But a lot of people are. Yeah, I've seen him on people in the comment section saying Abdi Tate. Or something.
Was he like this before?
Well, like when we
Yeah,
grew up, he
I
was a
think I've
youngster
seen
in
a
the
couple-
area, so I never really. Like,
No, but I'm
always
saying
was
like,
just love.
is that a product of Andrew Tate? Or do you reckon
If- okay,
I've not
you
watched
get
his
it,
stuff.
like-
I don't
I've
know.
watched it once.
I've not
It
watched his
feels
stuff.
like so the messages. I've watched about
But I've
5 or
seen
6
that.
TikTok clips in it because I was interested. Like, what's this? Like, 'cause the titles got me. I watched it and I thought, alright, cool. What he's saying, majority of it is not really that damning. It's a bit like Andrew Tate. It's not the maddest things of what he's saying, but how he comes across is a mixture to me of a Kevin Samuels and a Andrew Tate hybrid. So the messenger what he's saying infuriates women because he'll start off and say something like, "Mandem, these women." Already it's on site.
Yeah, it's on
It's Bloods and Crips. It's on site because he's now made it a gender
Agenda
divide.
Yeah, Kevin Samuels, he never once got X'd or cancelled or like they never took him off the platforms. And really and truly, forget the cases that he has, or because we don't even
Did he
know.
have cases?
He's dead.
No, I'm talking about Andrew. Innit?
Oh, Andrew, yeah,
Forget the
yeah.
cases he
Kevin's
has.
dead,
I
bro.
thought the guy else was
No,
speaking.
forget the cases that Andrew has. In terms of what they were preaching, is very similar. Again, I don't really listen to either of them enough to make to tell you what in detail what they talk about. But from what I've heard from both of them, they're pretty much saying the same thing. It's a man's world. Men lead, women follow. Blah blah blah. Like that's what they were preaching.
It's like it's a alpha male on steroids.
So my
That's more
point
or
is,
less what it
but why was one cancelled? Obviously, I know the other one passed away now. But when he was around, how come he wasn't? Like,
His one, to
taken
be,
off?
I think his one was more of a dial-in thing. I think someone would call in
People call him.
and he'll say, it'll be like, "What do you think you are?"
I can't lie. He used to stick it on them though.
Nah, it was outrageous.
Wallahi,
My man,
wallahi.
foot on neck.
I used to
The
do
whole
that.
time.
I've only ever watched one like.
I've
not
never
even
watched-
an episode.
Nah,
I've
bro,
only
it's
watched,
not
like,
next.
one.
No, I've only seen clips on Instagram. So a lot of these things is whatever I see on
I'll be
Instagram.
honest, I can't digest the whole
And
video.
some of them, I've just been like, oh, I can't believe he said that to her. Wallahi, she
Yeah, he'll say, "What are you
on
out of 10? I'm a 10. I'm gonna ask you again."
It's rude, wallah. You know, stuff like
You
that,
ain't no
when I
10.
see it, I can't lie to you. I can't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, so
I don't
I
agree-
just switch off. I'm like,
I'm like, nah, that's not me. Fuck it.
I only watch it because I like seeing the reactions from it. But even like back to the brother from your area, he was getting absolutely like people trying to violate. They were saying some personal shit which was not nice. I won't even say it here because I don't want to bring that.
But you
In.
gotta
But it wasn't
remember,
nice, innit?
Once you put
oh,
yourself
wallahi,
out
Yeah.
I
there,
don't even know. Wallahi.
you're
It
open
wasn't
to
nice,
that.
man.
Once you put
open to
yourself
that,
out
yeah.
there on the World Wide
platform,
Web
yeah.
or whatever, you're out like you're
It's
you're a
dangerous,
target. You're a
Yeah.
target.
But the messenger versus message. Do you want like that's my now? For example, now we have certain messages we try to come across. If I felt, and I'm sure if you guys felt, if we're getting a lot of negative reviews for it, I would sit back in the lab and think, how can I change what I'm saying? Because I don't care if it gets X amount of viewers.
Yeah, but
I want my message to come across in a
how many
purest
times
way.
have we seen on our TikTok someone comment and you just think, how did they get that from that clip? They're completely different things, but so you can't stop people from thinking a
People
certain way.
always
It can be
say something.
completely wrong, but they'll comment it because obviously it's their right to.
Yeah,
We've put ourselves out there, right? So
Yeah.
we're now.
It's a body of work. You have every right to say negative
Exactly,
or
but
positive
then
or neutral
how
stuff.
many times
yeah.
have you read something and you think, bro, I don't know how you come up with that comment because it doesn't even relate to what.
But it's
the
also
top-
self-awareness. No, but what they're doing is targeted. So forget that Abdi, I was going to say Abdi, but forget that, brother. Just forget it completely. People in general with their messages on social media, it's like a lot of people are very targeted what they're saying because they know what they get out of it. I know now, all of us here sitting now, I know how to get our viewers pissed off by saying something that I don't even believe in. But we don't do it because we have principles.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and of
so
course.
most of these people, you're right in saying whatever you put
We're
out
not
is
doing this
critique.
to get famous or to get likes or to be liked. We're not doing that.
I'm trying to get paid.
Maybe you, but us three are not. But
We're here for a vibe.
No,
Like, it's the
we're
boys
here for a
chatting.
vibe, and
Yeah.
we've always said if it can benefit someone along the
Facts, yeah.
way, that's what we're here for.
That was the main start of it. Yeah.
These men are different.
yeah.
I haven't sat down and spoken to them, but I can tell from Andrew Tate in specific, like I can tell he wanted to get famous from it.
Yeah, and he said it. He said it point
He wanted
blank.
to. So
But it's
he's
even
gonna.
the messages, the way like he was putting it across.
That's what it is. It's all mad, outlandish stuff.
And he can, but you know what it is all? The man's got millions of pounds. He can say that. I don't understand these little boys, these little 15-year-old virgins
Yeah,
following
yeah.
my man and believing they can apply the same laws he's coming with.
Yeah.
And thinking you're going to get gal from that.
100%.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? It doesn't add up, broski.
Bro.
Where's your Bugatti? Like he
Yeah,
says it.
yeah.
Where's your
What
Bugatti?
colour's
I
your
got
Bugatti?
two.
Oh, that's
What colour's your Bugatti? You can't apply it.
You
I
get
don't
away with a
listen
lot
to
of
billionaires, man. I'm not a billionaire, bro. I have to listen to people close to man to get the gems. But man, I listen to Andrew Tate, like say my man's not got gal on him because he's rich. So if he says this is what I do to get my women, they're not there because they're hearing what he's saying. The guy's rich. APs all day, mansions all day. It's fine. These little boys are.
But I think
come
that's
on, bro.
APs all day.
That's the problem.
Sound like he was rapping there.
That's
was
the
about to start
problem with. I think that's why they took him off because you're giving an unrealistic view on life to these youngsters who might look at that and think, oh, okay, that's how you get gal.
Have you seen the people that support him when he's
with an
walking
Oyster
out?
card like if
No.
you ain't got
Is
AP.
he- Have you seen the people when he's walking out? Have you seen the people that support him? Like he's got crowds.
Yeah.
His little 15-year-old boys with acne. Dub G, Dub G, Dub
No.
G. Mad. Like there'll be clips of him maybe
Oh,
now
okay.
of this support. People that actually go out to see him just to scream out Top G and that, bro. Weird ass.
Cult
niggas.
following now, isn't it?
Do you man in terms of what he is doing right now is just alpha male on steroids. For you guys, just as men, and let's be open with this, how is your relationship with women in regards to how you would want to treat a spouse? Is it a alpha / she's a provider, or you more of you expect her to be submissive to the nth degree, or is it a partnership? How do you guys move across?
I can't lie. For me, it's a partnership. The way I see it, obviously, everyone has. If you have an understanding of what both people bring to the table and an understanding, then it's a partnership, really and truly. It's. I don't look at it as I'm here and you're there, or I'm here and you're there. It's we're both here. We're both human beings. Obviously, there's certain things you can do that I can't do, and there's certain things I can do that you can't do.
Sir.
So it's just as long as we have that understanding, I don't look at the way I look at it is I don't look down on people at the end of the day.
You don't
Male,
punch down.
female, yeah, there's no point. If you have that outlook, then you're already setting yourself up for failure because you're gonna have them conversations and you're gonna think negatively already. So
Yeah, facts.
I just I have that understanding where when it comes to women, I look at them obviously in a way where we're sort of equal, but obviously we play different roles. Sort of thing.
I think that's the best way. Like, there's, in terms of when you're saying looking down or looking up, I think in terms of levels, it's the same, but in terms of duties, it's completely different.
Roles. Yeah, it's
Like,
just
a man has his role that he needs to take, like to fulfill, and a woman has to do her role. And if one of them are lacking, then it's going to be very difficult to get by. And also, we're from countries and cultures where, like the saying, "You're the man of the house." That's a saying for a reason.
Yeah.
Because the man usually, from our culture and our countries,
Is
the man leads. However, the woman needs to be wise enough to choose someone that is going to lead her to somewhere good and better.
Yeah.
You can't just follow anyone and then you end up fucking, excuse my French, but you end up, you know what I mean? Like, just worse than you were before you met him.
100%.
So I think, but as a man, I think you have to provide. You have to, like, look after your family, obviously. Woman is more nurturing and more that side of things. not to say that she can't do other things like work and whatnot, but I think primarily like women and men are not born physically the same.
100%.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why women physically are the ones that give birth. That's not by chance. That's not a thing that we just happen to evolve in that way.
Yeah.
We're created in that way for a reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason why most men are more, they're not as in touch with their feelings.
Yeah.
So if you see a little youth cry, most men are like, this youth's doing my head in.
Yeah.
Whereas a woman, she might be more softer,
Caring
nurturing,
towards that.
caring.
Yeah.
Nurturing.
That is not by chance.
No.
That is that's
your DNA.
yeah, that's it within your DNA. Like we're all programmed that way. No one taught us to be like that. So I think if you follow your instincts in that sense, but at the same time remembering you're not better than anyone, she's not better than you, you're not better than her. I think that's the way biologically we're made and created. I think personally.
No, I love both of those answers. Wallahi, that's
Hit the
that's
nail
solid.
on the head, wallahi.
That's like solid. I think to add to that, it's if I talk about my own personal experience, it's like my wife now. I had no expectations of her, and funny enough, the first day when we come back from our honeymoon, she cooked like pasta and chicken, whatever. And what I'm lying to her, I said, "Say what I can cook." I had no idea she could cook
That's mad.
because I never.
You didn't even ask.
I
or
didn't
it
care.
was an expectation.
Like broski,
yeah.
I told anyone that asks us about marriage and shit like that, like how to get married. At first, I tell them this is not hide and seek. You can't go find someone.
Yeah.
But would you have been more worried if she never had a caring, nurturing side to her?
Honest to God,
Like, would that have flagged up in your head?
no. I'm a bit sick. Not really. I just generally liked spending time with her.
No, of
so,
course.
So I'm saying that
crucial.
with her personality and how she was anyhow, if she wasn't, I don't think that would have changed how I was towards her because I just generally had a good time. Like this is how my brain worked. Really enjoyed going out with her. This is cool. Carry it on. Do you get it? I didn't think about, can she do this? Oh, she's going to ask for 50 bag my head. Is she going to say, can she cook and clean? All these things don't matter to me because the more barriers, I believe, don't take me in for this one. The more barriers you have towards when you're dealing with someone, the harder it is to come across each other, to meet each other in the middle and actually build something.
Yeah.
I don't have expectations of her. So with that first day when she cooked that pasta and chicken, I was watching football or whatever, put the plate on it, I had no idea she could cook. She said, what do you mean? You don't say I can cook? Because for her, she believes I should be able to cook as a wife and clean as a wife. Yeah. That's her, not me forcing upon her. I just feel there's no expectations. So this alpha male standard for me don't make sense. For one reason, the idea of the man being the provider is something we grown up on. My nigga, rent is a mad thing right now. The idea of living in London and two people aren't working doesn't work. It's not
facts.
feasible.
Well,
So if she's working, that means the outside stuff you've done as a man and what she does as a woman now has to adapt. So I can't cook for shit. Having said that, I can clean like a motherfucker.
Okay, but let
so
me
I'll
give
clean
you-
the house up, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No, well, it's a partnership,
You have to
bro.
adapt to it. There's a time
There'll be
people-
guys that'll just be like, nah, man, I'm
But
not.
let me
But
throw
you
a
have to
spanner
adapt
in the
to the
works.
times.
Let
Go
me
on.
throw a spanner in the works for that. So I agree. Let's say rent is mad, yeah. So you need both parties to contribute. But let's say it's the other way around there. Let's say the man is the only one that financially contributes,
Yeah.
and the woman doesn't. We're all cool with that, innit?
Yeah.
Other way around. Let's say the woman now is the only one financially contributing, and the man isn't. Are you cool with that?
I can't be cool.
I'm not.
Why?
So we're already saying that.
I'm not going to sit at home and
Exa-
just
no,
be
but
But I'm not
there
the
you
perfect
go.
man. I'm not
So-
perfect.
So we've already agreeing
Yeah.
that.
No, I agree with you. No, I'm
you
not.
still have to.
Yeah.
No, because I
No,
took
but
her
I'm
from
talking
her
about that-
father, bro. I have to.
No, but let's say even
I
there's
had
no
to sit
kids
down.
involved. Let's say there's no kids yet.
I took her from my father, though. I took her from my household.
Oh, you said. Okay.
But
have
Izzy,
to do- I
your
can't
point's
just
so
be like,
correct. But I'm talking about
I'm
adaptability.
going to sit at home.
Yeah, but I'm saying the ideal provider is so correct. That's what we ethnically
that's
grew
the
up
thing,
on,
you still
and we
have
have
to be a
Islamic rights
provider.
upon each other. But what I'm saying is, within those rights and within the structure, we know from our DNA that the man's provider, there's also adaptation. So while I am the provider in my house, I also have to do a bit more in the house because she's now working. I'm not the provider, and she's
yeah.
looking after the house. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm talking
You
about
can't neglect your other duty.
Yeah, there's adaptability
You
towards
can't
it.
But also, you have to be lenient towards your partner because she's worked an 8-hour shift as well. You see where I'm coming from? You
I
can't.
can't expect her to cook like
You
shout
have
out
to
to her,
be,
like she used to come from work at 5. I finished at 2 at the time when I was at Heathrow, and she would come in straight away, bags done, drop everything, and make sure food's ready for both of us before my youth was born. That's teamwork because I'll make sure the shit's clean, not the shit, but the house is clean beforehand. There's a
teamwork to it, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, like,
yeah,
but
I
some
don't
guys will
wanna
just
make-
sit down and
that's
expect
how
everything to
any-
be done rather than not
Yeah.
pulling your weight. Because even if you want to take it like to the deen as well, the Prophet ﷺ used to help out in the household. He wasn't just sitting around
Yeah.
and letting his wives do it. He used to help out. Like you have to do these things.
Hadith there-
There's man that just sit at home and be like, "I'm to the diyar, is the food ready?" Or "Go clean." It's bullshit. I hate that logic and I hate that mentality because
a
you have to do
hadith
your part as well.
There's a hadith that I don't know in Arabic, but basically what it says: the best men amongst you, the Prophet ﷺ said, the best men amongst you is the one that's good to his wife.
Facts.
So I've read that when I was young. So ever since then, I'm like, you have to be able to help your wife. And
People forget that,
Yeah,
and
people forget
that's the maddest
so
thing.
if your missus now is out working and you've come home, let's say there's no kids involved, you've come home and you're just sitting there waiting for her to come home and then cook you food, you're an idiot.
But also helping your wife.
Even
is
if you
also
don't know,
providing, working, getting that money in the house and paying bills.
No, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. But I think it's about just in the sense of like the little things.
Just the little
like, you
things.
have to do
100%.
like your
'Cause
part. 'Cause
most men
there's
won't
too
do
many
house
men that
chores.
just chill around.
Most
No,
men
we-
won't do house chores. They won't
Yeah.
do laundry. They won't do cleaning.
that's
They
wrong,
won't
bro.
do cooking.
That's your
Even
partner,
if you
not your
don't know-
slave.
Yeah, even if you
Not a
don't know
slave.
how to cook, my nigga, order some food. Pick up some food on the way.
You got
Play
what
it up,
food, man.
Play it up.
Yeah, no, facts.
Play it up. Make it look nice because she's gonna do the same. She's playing up your food. She's cooking
No,
your
I
food.
fully agree with you. But what I'm saying is, let's say you can only choose one for whatever reason. Which one do you think naturally would you choose?
What?
As in,
What role?
yeah, what role? Like the little things helping around in the house, or the financial things and that side of
I
things?
can't lie to you. I'm comfortable with either. Wallah, I'm comfortable.
See, me personally, I feel like I have to be the one that's,
I'm
and not
comfortable
the only one, but I wouldn't feel comfortable knowing that I'm not contributing
Yeah.
financially to this
Oh,
house.
But there's
financially
balance.
contribute.
But there's
that
balance.
to me
though.
will be my priority. And then once I've got that in place, of course I'm going to do the little things and help out. But I think
It's a
I need
balance,
to get that shit sorted first.
As a man, first
Then
and
that's-
foremost.
wallahi,
because
that's
otherwise I will not
that's
feel
ingrained
like,
on a
yeah,
man.
I wouldn't feel like a man
Regardless.
if I'm. But
course.
let's say I'm
Because
not
you've
bringing
taken
in
that from
money,
my
but I'm
house.
doing,
Yeah.
I'm cooking, I'm cleaning.
There's a
That's good,
responsibility Yeah.
but that's
on
not.
your
I wouldn't
shoulder.
feel.
But let me hold you man for a
content
second.
with myself.
I think we're all agreeing on the core of what we all agree upon. I think the things you're not talking about tweaks. So for him, you're looking at it in terms of I have to always be the provider. He's talking about having that partnership. He's not necessarily he negates being a provider, but it's like I'm gonna whatever that situation is, I'm gonna work and do the best I can.
Yeah.
And if that happens to be me making a little bit less, but I'm putting work everywhere else in that scenario, and correct me if I'm wrong, broski, I'm fine with that, so long as I'm putting in what I can. Whereas you're saying in any situation, I truly always want to be the provider. But I also know if you were in a scenario where that wasn't the case, whatever happens, you will do the best you can in that situation.
Of course.
No, 100%.
Is that what we're saying?
I think the best way of explaining it is the definition of a provider, what it was when we were growing up was, well, I'm speaking for myself, my mum never used to work. My dad was the
Same.
provider. So that era growing up back then was women didn't have the opportunities to educate themselves, to work, and they didn't have all that. They have that now. So the definition of a provider has changed where women can also provide now. So
That's very true.
if your missus now is out there working, you're also working. Doesn't matter what if she's earning less than you. She's out there 8 hours a day, 10 hours, whatever it is. You can't expect her now to come back home and
100%.
you get it. So
fact.
your definition of the definition of a provider, yeah, cool, you provide, but what are you doing extra as well? Because that's what's important. That's what keeps the relationship and the marriage together.
I just think it's
like you said earlier. She's not your slave.
She's not a slave, bro. It's a balance of things. Well, I think the best things in life is when you balance it. Like if your wife is working and you've come home first, then maybe you can help out, and vice versa. Like it's just finding that perfect balance of things. I just feel like some men, too many men in general, just sort of just linger around and just sort of wait for their wife to come home and sort of do things. But you can help out, and also sometimes, bro, like when you're in a relationship, when you do things out of love for that person will return it back to you tenfold, bro.
Tenfold, yeah.
Especially like women, wallahi.
Like
when
you said, women
when
are caring, so
wallahi, they are,
they'll do
bro.
it 10 times.
Women, once you look after a woman and you treat a woman properly and you give her respect and you do this and you do that and you help the little things in and around the house, bro, wallahi, blood, I should treat you like an absolute fucking king, bro. It's when you do those little things.
You want that
but when
king
you're
treatment,
laying
you have to
around,
give her that queen treatment.
facts, when you're laying around lingering and saying you're on the sofa just there and just doing
I
whatever
think
you
you're right. I
want.
mean, when I let my wife leave the kitchen, she was a different woman, bro.
When you what?
I let her leave the kitchen. I unlocked and let her freedom from the kitchen. Different woman.
You didn't
And I
free
looked
her.
in.
But I'm going to say one more thing. I'm going to wrap that part up.
Abdi Tate.
first, yeah? Abdi Tate.
Abdi Tate is with us.
Obviously, with what we're saying as well, take it in, but also you've got to figure out what works for yourselves, innit? One thing I do say is less barriers in terms of expectations of people. Shit's a lot smoother, man. Westside is right in one situation that we all agreed upon, innit? And we said he's crazy for this. He said on TikTok, so we have a TikTok account, make sure you follow that. We just hit 10K, so please carry on supporting us.
Wallahi,
He said, but hold on. He said, boys, have your own TikTok accounts instead of using the main one and don't try and mess up the FYP on that.
Oh shit!
No, but hold me, let me land on this one, though.
Laundry.
Let me land.
Air it out to
I just had a little gander on the FYP.
Little butchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And brother, it was a. I went from.
Did you see?
I see girls talking, twerking, I have to close my eyes.
Yeah, what kind of girls?
No, that's the first scene. I thought that's a bit mad.
One eye open.
I mean, there was no cameras to record, man. But now, hit me up though. The second one was another group of girls twerking.
Yeah.
Then the third one was a dwarf. Then the fourth one was a limbless thing in Carney or something. And someone told me, whatever you watch and like, that's what happens with FYP. So I need to know right now between the man them, obviously not West, unless he's snaking us. Who's into dwarfs and limbless women, bro? Like watching this on our
I
TikTok.
got my own account, so it's definitely not.
I'm a happily married man. I don't need no dwarfs in my
don't
life.
even use it.
broski.
I think
So,
it's the man that's drinking.
Process of elimination.
Yeah,
the
guys,
man that's took a double sip.
I'm into dwarfs and I'm into the
Okay.
I'll take that one.
I'm going to move across. The reason I mentioned TikTok was something that I'm not a big fan of, and I kind of want to hear what you don't have to say about this. I'm not a big fan of Islamic content on TikTok. I'm happy with it being on Instagram. I'm happy with it being on Facebook and Twitter. I don't like the idea of it being on TikTok because it's meshed in with all this wild ass shit. And I know people are saying, oh, but FYP, if I'm saying it correctly, is what you like to watch. But majority of it as well is what's being pushed into you, what they want you to watch as well. Don't think this is a one-way street.
But it wouldn't come to you randomly. I think the way my understanding is, and I'm not a techie person.
Yeah, none of us are.
My understanding of the For You page is, it's an algorithm that's based on what you like, the people you follow, what they follow, what they like. Like it's just
but then
an algorithm.
from there it can get out of hand, bro.
Brother, I don't want to. Okay, but
That's
hear me out.
mad.
I don't want to see someone
That's why-
twerking then the surah of the Quran, bro. I can't see that.
I hear that.
That's mental.
I hear that. But then obviously, if you're watching someone reciting the Quran or a quote from the Deen, and you like it and it's on your page, just know that it's going to come back on your feed. That's how it works.
Okay, but okay, forget.
You might like it or not like
Basically,
it.
Stop liking.
Just don't like
Stop liking midgets twerking. Okay, no, but let's take away from our personal views on how we use it because we're not on socials like that anyhow. We're really bad on socials. We need to get better. But the idea of the FYP showing you twerking, then someone getting stabbed, then another thing, extreme
all over
stuff,
the
right?
place, yeah.
And then you have the hadith in it, like a hadith or something from something Islamic.
not nice, yeah.
It doesn't really help the person because the dopamine effect, which we'll get into an episode later on in the year or something, the dopamine effect, is going to mess you up. So now you're going to have this expectation where you're going to start doing this modern Muslim thing where you're going to start mixing the deen with that. It's the same way of a man
It
coming.
really happened, bro.
Huh? It's happening, right?
It's
You
current.
know what though? I agree with you, but
Do you know what I hate? Sorry,
go
just to really cut you off. I hate comedy sketches about the Deen.
What's that?
Like when people make jokey.
Oh, I hate that.
I've not
irritates
seen
me.
that.
Now
What
when
do you mean,
people
like, what
do
do you
like
mean?
when someone's praying and they're doing funny things and like just
Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan.
jokey things about the people are forget about trying to make someone laugh. Do you know there's serious repercussions from that, bro? Like
Okay, but why is that
mad.
happening though? That's happening because
That's
they're
so
mixing
mad,
it.
bro.
They're mixing. Okay, I'll give you an example.
I'd even make like I can't make. They're so scary to make like Dean jokes. Like you can't really
It's not
bust
your
banter
favorite,
about it.
bro.
And there's people making full on videos and blah blah blah.
The thing is pure.
It's crazy.
Islam.
Have you seen
Say
the
your
one
point first.
where-
Actually, say your thing.
the one where it's a prank. The guy was asleep, and then
they're
his
doing
boys were
janaza
doing
prayer.
janaza prayer.
I died on that one.
And then-
Oh, Allah, I was at the same
Basically, the boys is like,
Oh, he's
let's say
laying
you're
down.
asleep.
Yeah.
We set up to do janaza prayer. You wake up and you're baffled now because you've just woken up. You don't know what's going on. You see the man them doing prayer like janaza. So the brer thought he was dead. He was walking around and he's trying to scream and obviously they're ignoring him, innit? They carry on like they're in prayer mode, innit?
Yeah.
Like obviously, I'm not gonna lie, it was funny. I'm not
funny,
gonna
yeah.
lie.
That is scary, though.
But it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
very when you really deep it and you take yourself out of it. You're like, we shouldn't even be laughing. at
shouldn't
that,
be playing with
really.
Deen.
But
I'll tell you why I don't like it though. I'll try like let's make it a bit more concrete. It's not the idea of it being on. It's this. I said the term modern Muslim. So this idea of trying. Islam is pure, bro. I'm not gonna put hadiths in this, and because again I don't want to misquote nothing. But the idea of Islam being touched by anything else is a madness. I don't know if you watched Miss Marvel before. Have you watched Miss Marvel? So that's the first Pakistani Muslim superhero. Now she's a young girl that's not practicing the deen like that. But what they've done is they put Muslim all over it to show you that's what a Muslim looks like. So now for a
Yeah,
young girl, a young boy
westernize
growing
it.
up, to westernize it.
Yeah.
So with TikTok of Islamic, it's like, okay, I can watch all of this and come back to the hadith. The difference is, for our generation, which didn't have social media as heavy, the case was if you do a madness, which everyone does, it's you revert back to the deen, as opposed to meshing it together. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's separate. It's separate entities. I don't mind on Instagram and Twitter because they come out very separately.
Yeah.
But this is roll. Like it keeps on going. I was going to say roll your boat. And it keeps on going. Do you get it? That's dangerous because then now, I'll give you, there was a girl on Twitter, this is about 2010, way back
is
when,
my
yeah.
dream.
There was a girl that had a hijab on and a t-shirt on and a tight skirt, and she got ripped on Twitter. Every single person was killing her because it wasn't something we've expected to see, right? For the deen, for a Muslim woman, that's not what we look like. It contradicts the deen.
What's that back then?
Back 2010, not in the 90s. If you see that now, it's quite normal, and I'm not judging the girls at all. I don't care what they do with their lives, bro. But the view of it for someone that's impressionable, trying to learn the deen, they've not accepted that's okay. So it makes it harder for them to go back to the deen because they're in this neutral spot, which is like, I'm not doing too bad and I'm not doing too good, but I'm all right here. Comfortable complacency. That's why I don't want the thing to be meshed with anything.
Evs, I fully hear what you're saying, yeah. But,
Do you though? No, joking, go on.
but you know what it is? It's like, what if that is what's going to snap you out of it? Like, you're watching that message, yeah, and it's a powerful, beautiful message. You think, bro, what am I doing, like, watching these dumb videos? And you get up and go pray, or you get up and do something
Two sides
beneficial.
to it.
What's the likelihood of this?
No, but you get it. Like,
No, but the
you
reach,
might be
you've
so,
seen what the reach on TikTok is as well.
yeah, bro. You might be so into what
but
you're
the-
doing, yeah, just wasting time looking at Hezbollah. As much as I love the guy,
Oh, I love him.
no, but you know what I mean. Like, I love the guy, but
That's
you're
why we
wasting
get
time.
tools
You're
for our
not doing
thing,
that. You're not
innit?
I
benefiting.
love him.
You're not, huh?
We need to get him on the show.
Hasbullah.
I
Wallah.
wish.
She can sit right here. Wallah.
You let him punch you in the face.
Oh, happily. See him punch Shaq in the face. I was dying.
He's into.
He punched you? No, but I get no. It can help anyone. Listen,
But yeah, anyway,
anyone
back
can
to
be
the point.
helped, bro. Anyone can be helped.
Yeah, so
but
is
what's it worth?
Helping that person.
But no, but what's it worth if it's just that one person? If everyone now believes this is normal,
Who's saying it's just that one? Billions of people are watching it. So out of that billion, what if 100,000 get a good message from it? That one video changes
okay, but how do
100,000
they get a
people,
good?
for
Okay,
example.
but how do they get a good message from it if then okay? It's like
No, but that
like
might
a share
be the
coming into
video
the
that
club,
cuts
bro.
them out from-
It's like a share coming to the club, broski. Wallahi, literally, like, it's mental.
No, but it's different. It's different.
It's the
bro.
same thing though. You're on a different
different.
vibe.
No, because
if your thing is watching gal twerk, bro, it's very hard to hear that.
no, but all right, cool. I hear what you're saying. When you go to the club, no, I hear what you're saying. But when you go to the club, you've gone there for a.
He said, it's like a shit coming into the club.
You're not trying to hear it. Let's be
No,
honest.
of course, but
said like 50 cents.
Nah, I said with this. I said with. I said
Oh,
with.
Mufti Menk.
I said with 50 Cent in the club.
no, listen. I hear what you're saying. But when you've gone to the club, you've gone for a very specific reason. Yeah. Whereas when you're on online, social media, when you're scrolling, your page, you might follow a lot of Islamic pages, and like you lot said, sometimes random videos get thrown your way from the algorithm.
Yeah.
So you never went looking for that random video of girls twerking, but it's found you, right? But you never went looking for it. Whereas when you've gone to the club, you've gone looking for the club. Like you never ended up there by accident. Thinking, oh, I thought this was the message. Like you never.
But
like,
how are you going
no
to receive
one's
the
ever
message?
did-
How would you receive the message in a club? You wouldn't really receive it.
No, but if you've gone to the club, then you're already not thinking about the message. You just got to be honest with yourself.
But what are
That-
you on TikTok for then? You're on TikTok to have a good time.
What if I'm
Be
on
entertained.
TikTok? No, I'm
To
watching
see girls
content.
twerk.
I'm watching
I don't
content.
want to keep on saying girls twerk.
Bro,
There's more to it.
So what is every video is just girls twerking?
People get stabbed.
There's something wrong with your TikTok then.
That means
TikTok.
no. That means you like you
No, I'm
said.
saying, like,
you
I'm
lot
using,
have been
I am
watching
using the
it.
extremes. I am using the extremes, obviously, in this example. Yeah.
I don't know how it works. I'm not an expert on it, but I'm sure if you see something that you don't like and you scroll past it enough times, it might
Yeah, it'll go.
recalibrate and think, okay,
if
these
you're
like
aware.
these videos.
Yeah.
Right, you're right.
And how many times? Because I've done it even on YouTube, where I've watched an Islamic lecture. Next thing I know, on my story, there's bare different
Yeah.
things.
That's a
I'm not even
positive.
looking for it,
No,
but
that's
it's come
the thing.
now,
You
right?
are right. Yeah, go on.
No, but my point is, so it can be beneficial.
Potentially.
Yeah, but
what's okay?
if that potential
what's
is
probably
there, then why are we gonna close it completely?
Because again, for me, I'll go back to it. Islam's got to be pure for you to learn it, bro. Islam's not here to reach down and meet you in the middle. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So coming on these platforms, there's also there's the idea of yes, someone can be helped from it. I agree with that. There's no denying that, broski. There's no denying at all. Allah works in mysterious ways, bro. There's ways that you can be helped in the maddest
And
ways.
if that's the case, and we believe that, why are we removing one way that it may possibly reach?
Because we have to have context. TikTok is a rabbit hole. The whole idea of TikTok, the way it works is to get you keep on going. So you're not even watching these things attentively. The reason I said Instagram and Twitter and all these things, you're attentively on it. You're tweeting, you're posting attentively. With TikTok, you're not always posting unless you're a TikToker, right? Like us right now, we have TikTok accounts. We don't TikTok. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
no, of course.
It's only our
Should we
page.
make one? Should we
What,
do one?
you wanna
No,
do a
should we-
dance?
No, should we do one? Yeah.
This one.
I'm sure
No,
you're
not
bummed.
that one, huh?
You want to just turn around? That one there.
No, I don't want to do that one. There's a couple of them that look alright still.
Yeah, you three can do that, but I'll be
you
the
gotta
camera.
No, but, okay, but back to it though, yeah. Let me just, I want to clean up to what I'm saying because I always speak in riddles. I just don't like the idea of the deen being mixed to a point where people feel like it's okay to mix the both. If it's going to help you go towards the deen, my nigga, carry on. But TikTok is a rabbit hole. It's not there to be attentive. It's there for you to be misled and entertained anyhow. That's where the
agree.
game's at, bro.
But sometimes in darkness, you find light.
But it's not,
That's a good one.
okay,
Yeah.
that's the truth. No, that is the absolute truth. But there's no darkness or light in it. You're numb. You don't even know you're in the rabbit hole. You're numb to it. You're just watching all these clips. You're not being.
Nah, there's times you're just scrolling for days, bro.
You don't know what you
Wallahi,
want. Okay,
bro,
you remember what you put in, but this is all going into your brain.
I don't remember half the shit.
But it's all, but bear in mind, you might not remember.
I think the way he's coming from, yeah, is
Which is what I agree with. It's just there's no wrong to this.
No, I know, and I know
no,
what you're
but
saying.
there's both sides of the argument are right. But what I'm saying is, I think what he's coming from is TikTok is one of them rabbit holes. You could be scrolling the whole time, and then that one video, Islamic video you see, might be the reason why you just stop, listen, and then carry
And
on
bet
about
yourself.
it.
I'll end it with,
Bet
okay,
yourself.
let me end it with this then.
So
Forget
that in
go on.
itself, that person that's put that Islamic message on there is so powerful because it's now stopped that person from just wasting their time for another hour. Because TikTok is like it's a rabbit hole. You could just be there for time.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
believe
a benefit
this
to it.
then. Whatever you do, if it helps you, innit? Like I said, none of us are wrong or right. I got something for you, man. I'm gonna ask you man a question. I hope you guys can answer this.
Fuck's sake, I thought we left this in season 1, bro.
We don't do seasons by the
No,
way.
go on, let me hear it.
We don't do seasons by the way no more.
Go on.
Just to add, there's no more seasons. We're here consistently, but we're not leaving. There's no more 3-month breaks until Sharp wants to go Canada again.
Nah, don't do that.
We'll pre-warn you,
Wallahi,
man.
Don't do that.
We'll pre-warn you, man. I'm gonna ask you a question. What is the biggest small thing you can change today,
My diet.
or you can do today, whatever?
My diet.
Wes, what did I tell you earlier in the car that I'm doing?
This guy's the biggest capper.
Go on.
Goes, I'm on a sugar-free diet or something like that.
Cutting out
Wallahi,
sugar.
I'm gonna try something.
cutting out
I
sugar.
want to cut out meat, bro.
Starting,
I want to. By the way, I
You know
want
the first,
Agua.
you know the first question.
I want to be
asked
held
him?
by this. I want everyone to be held by this.
You know the first question I asked him. I said, "When did you start?" The man said
Yesterday.
today. I said, "Brother, shut up, man. I'll get you a chocolate right now."
Did you eat the chocolate?
Nah, he said, "I don't want it."
starting,
You know, if,
real one.
you know, if,
I like that.
if,
Alright, my
if
bro.
someone starts a diet today, I don't take it.
Do you know me?
Sharp.
Wallahi, let me tell you something about
Sharp,
me, though.
that's what I asked for, bro.
No, wallahi, you're a real one. Me, I'm weird.
We'll see
Like,
what you're drinking later on.
I will never do something because like I want to do it or I need to do it. But like if you say to me, oh look, the three of us, come on, there's a challenge. Like my mind works in you gotta challenge me. So if you challenge me, say, okay, 2 of us
But you
today,
won't do it of your
first
own
today,
accord.
I will never do it for my own accord. I will lie, I'm
I'll do
so
it on
sick
my
at
own
that.
accord. What we call
I will
that?
just sit there and be
You're
like, "Oh,
competitive by nature.
but I'm competitive, so you gotta say to me, come, I challenge you, bro. Let's me and you, who's the first to fall out? Or we'll have last time I was with my colleagues and that we did the military diet, and they said, cool, all 4 of us, let's bang it out and let's see, and we do it
Oh,
for the
last
whole
time I
week.
remember.
Bro, I'll go through, like, I'm weird like that. You gotta challenge me, and I'll say, do it. But if I say to myself no, and I'll be like, yeah, you know what? It sounds nice in my head, and I always sit down and be like, oh, I need to do that. And wallah, the next day will come, and it will just be a thought. And then 2 weeks later, I'll think about it again. Oh, what if I
But you
sit
have
down
to
and-
challenge.
So you're one,
yourself, man.
like you're one,
You have
the
to
sugar
challenge
thing.
yourself,
I actually
bro.
want to cut out.
We're gonna hold you to that.
Yeah, please do.
Whatever we say, we're gonna try to hold each other to that. This is a brotherhood, so let's try to hold each
Sugar.
other.
I'm
What's
cutting
your
out
thing?
anything with added sugar. Obviously, natural sugars like
For how long?
Within reason, yeah. For how long? What's the
I'll do
duration?
this for a
of it?
month.
Your one's a month. Sharp West or Sharp West, whichever one.
But wait, just to add, I'm gonna have one cheat day though. I'm gonna have one cheat day. I'm letting you know now. So I want you to.
We'll do the
that
season.
day.
No, we'll do the teaser
One.
season later.
All right, cool.
Then
But we know within context, like,
Alright, cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna cut out fizzy drinks.
What's he got in front of him?
Physical.
Duration.
I was dying.
Duration. Let's do it. Let's hold it, bro. Let's hold each other to this. Let's be accountable. Go on.
Well, I'll do it for a month.
1 month. 1
No
month.
fizzy,
Where
no
we
fizzy
at?
drinks for a month.
I'm gonna cut out you 3 for a month.
He flipped
You know,
it.
Toxic niggas.
He flipped it.
That was quality, I lied.
And on that note,
On that
On
one.
that note,
Yeah.
goodbye. Nah, I'm joking.
What you got?
I don't know, you know.
Fuck, well, I no more biggest on the episode.
No, done.
man.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I'll tell you that for free. And he said it. Where we
chose
at?
something else.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Chose something you don't like. Yeah, just
What about, let me,
No.
no sweets for a month. Let me change fizzy
No,
drinks.
because you don't have sweets that much.
Huh?
You don't have big as your biggest
That's got to
problem.
be a challenge, innit?
Okay, well, I know fizzy drinks. I'll do
Yeah.
it. Anyone sees me with fizzy drink, don't hook me up.
Alright, if
I'm
anyone's
telling you now, he's not gonna do it.
please,
I'll
the
guarantee
FIO
you-
family, if you see any of us,
The guy
please
goes to
question
sleep
us on
with
these
a
sugar
2
things.
litre cherry coke. This guy's not.
Oh, I don't snitch if
Wes, where we at?
a fizzy drink.
I can't lie to you. I'm trying to think, man. What was the question again?
Nah,
Just give up something.
give something up. Just give something up.
I'll just give something up.
Challenge yourself. Well, that fizzy drink is hard for me, so don't pick something light.
Takeaways. I eat a lot of takeaways.
So no takeaway for a month.
No takeaway.
Completely, like, not even healthy. Just no takeaways.
Just no takeaways. Home cook.
We're gonna check your account for that. So the Uber one.
Home cook. You know I cook, so.
I know you do. You can tell the people.
He chefed up in Ramadan for you as well. I was jealous.
Nah, you can chef it up still.
He had the little maro on the
Yeah,
side
I see
here.
I do that all the time when I'm cooking.
It feels
I put
proper,
the towel, the tea towel on here.
My brother,
Just so you
Gordon.
know when you're,
Boys, I had a howler, bro. I was making French. So my wife was away for the weekend, innit? The girls' weekend out, whatever. I was making French toast in the morning. Because she's away, I felt freedom. I was happy as hell. I jump out to the kitchen. I make a mad French toast. Brioche thing, cinnamon, sugar, Nutella on
you
top.
jump to the counter as well.
Bro, I done it topless.
What?
Huh? I jumped to the counter.
I didn't even hear that one, boy. He said
I
that
jumped
strong.
out.
That was a silent killer.
Sorry, man.
No, I'm with it. I like that. But let me tell you what happened. So I put butter, obviously put butter on the pan just to sizzle up a little bit. Bro, I slapped the toast on. The oil touched the went on my skin. I burnt my belly.
Oh,
It's
No.
peeling off here on the side, bro.
No. Miskin, Allah hai.
Pain.
Show the people.
I got a funny.
belly and
I got a funny story. I can't even. And I won't even say this. This is a madness. But okay,
Save it for
cool.
another
So
time.
we got sugar in general, and obviously T's and C's we'll do after. Your thing is bigger. Your
No,
thing
not
is-
bigger.
no fizzy
No,
drink.
wallahi, no bigger. I'm
No-
gonna really
no
challenge
fizzy.
myself, bro. No fizzy drink.
Oh, no fizzy. Your thing is takeaway on this home cooked only.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with gym 3 times a week at a minimum.
I like that for you.
For
Well done.
how long?
Allah.
I'm with that.
Ongoing.
Yeah.
I'll go extreme.
3 times a week, yeah?
Yeah,
Minimum,
ongoing.
minimum.
For a month.
And I'll put in the GC.
For a month?
No, ongoing. I'll carry on. No more than a month.
No, put it
No, let's just put a time on it and then you can
Oh,
carry
see
it
where we're
on.
at.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we
no,
can
we're
recap.
all or not. Then in that case, we're all a month.
all or nothing.
All a
We'll
month.
come back on
All or nothing.
episode 4 episodes after this. We'll come back on it
And we'll see where we are.
and we'll see where we're at.
Hopefully, yeah. Oh, well, I'm
If you- but FIO family, if you see us, these ain't fans, these are family members. Hot us up. Ask us. Are we doing it or not? Please make sure you hot us up.
Buck me at my station. You see a fizzy drink.
Yo, wait. Oh, the man. I record sharp at the station if he's not doing that. And please send it to the DMs. I'm gonna wrap it up because this was. I can't lie. I love being with the brothers.
Nah, it's good to
I
be
don't know
back,
where you
man.
man are going after, but I'm very sure I'm not invited to it. We ain't in the same shit.
Yeah.
We ain't in the same
They're
shit.
gonna get food.
But yeah, I'm gonna die. I don't know about you, man, bro. I got only 1 meal for me.
Guys, kill me with the food, bro.
People want to know what it's about, but I'm gonna wrap it up. Before anything else, our subscribers, our FIO family, I keep on saying it because I like saying it. Thank you so much. We're back. We ain't gonna go again until, like I said, Sharp goes back to Canada. TikTok, keep on pushing us through this algorithm. Honestly, God, the support that you guys have been pushing on, I can't speak English. The support you guys have been pushing towards us and helping us with, like, it doesn't go unnoticed in it. It gasses us up. We put it in the group chat, like, yo, guess what someone said? I'm a bit strange
it
in
means a
public,
lot.
No, wallahi,
but
it
we
means
love
a
it.
lot,
So
man.
thank
We
you so much for
appreciate you,
even
man.
riding with us, because whatever we do, it's only going to go higher because of what you lot pushing towards us. So make sure you comment, you like, you subscribe, hit the notification bell because we got a lot more coming out, inshallah khair. Thank you so much. Apart from that, boys, we are out, but we're back.